No. 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 All right, chat. I'm sorry. The U.S. government has just suspended access to Fable 5 and Mythos. So this is the funeral service. I just wanted to go live and see what's going on, because this is, what the heck, guys? Chat, what is going on? Yeah. What is going on, chat? Alright, so this just happened. I just wanted to go live because I was just working anyway, but let me see here. Alright, the U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign national Anthropic employees. As you guys can see, my Claude code here, Fable 5 is currently unavailable. Please use Opus 4.8 or another model. And this just happened. This is insane. Yeah, L's in the chat. This is totally unprecedented. Let's see the official statement here. Yeah. Yeah, this is... Alright, statement on the U.S. government directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5. The U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control... Wait, we already read that. The net effect of this order is that we must abruptly disable Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all our customers to ensure compliance. Jeez, what the heck? What the heck, chat? What am I gonna do with my 3 Claude Max plans now? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I feel like, just give me a moment of silence. Moment of silence for Fable. It's like my best friend just died. Oh, man. Alright. One thing to note. Let's just read all this, and then we'll go from there. Hold on, I'm going to turn down the funeral music here. Let's turn this off. Hold on. Alright, so let's see what's actually going on here. So basically, they said, hey, you have to stop. We received the directive from the government today at 5:21. The letter did not provide specific details of its national security concern. Our understanding is that the government believes it has become aware of a method of bypassing or jailbreaking Fable 5. We reviewed a demonstration of this specific technique being used to identify a small number of previously known minor vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities all appear relatively simple, and we have found that other publicly available models are able to discover them as well without requiring a bypass. Okay, so that's good. Anthropic's posture with respect to Fable's safeguards as laid out in our launch blog post is the following. We have instituted a strong safeguards that greatly reduce the likelihood that Fable is misused for tasks related to cybersecurity. That's what we've been seeing with everything getting flagged. In fact, our safeguards are so strong that many users have complained that they are overly broad. That's true. In the weeks leading up to the launch of Fable, Anthropic worked with the US government, the UK, AISI, multiple private third-party organizations, and internal teams to red team Fable's safeguards for thousands of hours in total. These tests showed that Fable's safeguards are substantially more effective than those of any previous deployed model. This is true. This is true. No testers have yet been able to find a universal jailbreak, a jailbreak method that can very broadly bypass the model's safeguards, unblocking a wide range of cyber capabilities. We suspect that perfect jailbreak resistance is not currently possible for any model provider. Every safeguard used in the industry is vulnerable to non-universal jailbreaks, which can elicit some cyber information in specific circumstances, and it is likely that universal jailbreaks will eventually be found in the future. We stated this clearly when we released Fable 5. Given that perfect jailbreak resistance does not appear to be possible today, Anthropic adopted a defense in-depth strategy with Fable 5. We aimed to make jailbreaks either narrow, in the case of non-universal jailbreaks, or very expensive to produce, in the case of universal jailbreaks, and to combine this with thorough monitoring to quickly detect and shut down any successful attacks. This is also why Anthropic has required 30-day retention of customer data with Fable. Interesting. Okay, so that's actually why they've been retaining. That's why, let's just say that's why. A policy change that carries real costs for us with customers. That is true, but that allows us to research and mitigate jailbreaks. How long are they blocked? We don't know yet. Somebody said it's because I didn't stream today. Man, we stand by this defense in-depth strategy. It reduces the risk posed by Fable, making them comparable to the risk of existing models already deployed across the industry. We have not even received a disclosure of a concerning non-universal potential jailbreak that led to a harmful result. The potential jailbreaks that have been disclosed to us are either entirely benign responses or minor findings that provide no Mythos-specific uplift. That's interesting. That's interesting. So what they're saying there is they're saying, hey, any model for the vulnerabilities that have been identified currently, they're saying that, hey, any model could have done that. It's not Mythos specific, so why are you shouldn't be blocking us? Chat, what do you guys think? What's everybody thinking so far? I'm gonna keep reading this and then we'll talk about it in the chat. But I'm gonna read through all this information just so that we have it. And then there's a couple like subreddits and stuff, and I just want to do a deep dive because this is unprecedented. Okay, guys, this has never happened before. Okay, this is totally never happened before. So I just want to cover this because I saw this and I was like, what? The U.S. government is literally blocking a model. Are you kidding me right now? Somebody said, yeah, I saw people talking about they think it's a PR tactic for their IPO. That's a couple things that people are saying. I did see that. To date, the government has only given us verbal evidence of a potential narrow non-universal jailbreak, which essentially consists of asking the model to read a specific code base and find any software flaws. And fix any software flaws. Our understanding is that one potential jailbreak was shared with the government. We have received a report that we believe is the basis of the government's directive and validated that the level of capability displayed there is widely available from other models, including OpenAI's GPT 5.5, and is used every day by the defenders who keep systems safe. We will share more details over the next 24 hours. Okay, dang. We are complying with the government's legal directive and are removing access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all users. Guys, what is a legal directive? What even is that? Somebody look it up in the chat. What even is a legal directive? What is this? Somebody go figure out what that is and let us know in the chat. However, we disagree that the finding of a narrow potential jailbreak should be cause for recalling a commercial model deployed to hundreds of millions of people. Yeah, this is ridiculous. The U.S. government, they should not have their hand in this. This is ridiculous. I mean, are you kidding me? If this standard was applied across the industry, we believe it would essentially halt all new model deployments for all frontier model providers. As we have stated publicly, we believe the government should have the ability to block unsafe deployments as part of a statutory process that is transparent, fair, clear, and grounded in technical facts. This action does not adhere to those principles. Interesting. So they're like, it's not our model. Our model is good. We apologize for this disruption to our customers. We believe this is a misunderstanding and are working to restore access as soon as possible. Okay, guys, that's it. All right, chat. What do you guys think? What is this? What is a legal directive? What is this? Anybody figure it out? Somebody over on Twitch, Swiss, said 1,000% this is marketing BS, IPO, or just another Friday at Anthropic. Somebody said this goes against the First Amendment. So, I mean, literally, guys, it was there for a couple minutes in the Bridgemind Discord. We were all kind of, we were watching, right? And it took about maybe, I don't know, what was it? Maybe we had extra 30 minutes or something. And then we just kind of slowly saw everything get pulled back. And it's not, somebody says, Jibber said it's still working for him. I think it's probably run status in your terminal and see what it's falling back to. Because I'm assuming they just cut it off at the source. So it's probably falling back to Opus 4.8 if you really check. Okay, Chris Luttrell. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to pull up chat here because I want to see what everybody's saying. Hold on, I'm going to pull up chat because this is a different stream. We just got Fable 5 pulled. So, all right, Chris Luttrell, what did he say? Chris Luttrell said a government legal directive is an official instruction, order, or guidance issued by an authorized governmental body. It legally mandates individuals, agencies, or organizations to take or refrain from taking specific actions and outlines operational policies or standards to ensure compliance with existing laws. Stain said plot twist, full Mythos model dropping in 40 minutes. Yeah. Wow, this is the first time there's ever been an AI model that has been pulled by the U.S. government. Yeah, this is not good for us, guys, because, I mean, basically, I think everybody's been experiencing it, but this Fable model has been a massive jump in capability, and this is not good for us, guys. This is, I'm not happy to see this. Yeah, everybody's saying that Fable. Yeah, I'm from the U.S., yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay, let's see if we can find anything else on X. So this was their official X post, which is just insane. That is, okay, so is there anything that they said? Is this all we have right now? Does anybody have anything else? Funeral service. Okay, so this is all we have right now. Is there anything on X that people are finding? What the heck? Okay, here's Cognition. We're removing access to Fable 5 and Cognition products following Anthropic's latest announcement. So Devon Ultra will now, so they're not, wow, this is insane. What the heck? Wow. I mean, guys, hold on. Let me pull up the chat just so it's like they gave us crack then took it away. Yeah. Yeah. Funeral giveaway. Yeah. Wow. Either Anthropic CEO, it's Trump trying to strong arm Anthropic, which have gone against them before. I mean, I don't see, Stain said we got too comfortable. I don't see how they're gonna, that's, okay, Super Combo said two things. Either the government found out of a massive vulnerability or overreacting, or Anthropic is sugarcoating the article massively. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a couple things that people are talking about that I've seen so far. Like the initial response that we're seeing is people are saying this is marketing for their IPO, which I highly doubt that this is marketing for their IPO. But yes, potentially political. I would say that this is probably political. This is probably political related. I don't think that this is going to last very long. I mean, what I don't understand is, hold on, let me see. Supercom, I'm going to check your DMs. I've been super busy today, guys. Sorry. Yeah. Man. This is crazy. Trump has literally invested in the IPO. I mean, I don't know if it's that, but I mean, I could see some people not wanting it. Super Combo says, I don't think they would have pilled Mythos if something didn't happen. Outside the United States, including foreign national. Yeah, it's everyone. Yeah, literally everyone. Bobbio, what do you mean? I'm reading your comment right now. It's a marketing stunt? Hold on. Let me check. Hold on, guys. Let's do this. Guys, I have an idea. Let's do this. I'm going to pull up the Bridgemind Discord right now, and I'm going to go to co-working, okay? This is what we're going to do. I want to hear what you guys think. I'm going to go to co-working, okay? And, okay, I'm just going to go in here. And I think if you guys want to join in, this will make it a little bit more of a conversation. But if you guys are in the Bridgemind Discord, what's up, guys?
Hey, So,
Back
what
now.
are the odds? What are the odds
Hey,
that
give me
that
back
this
my
is
Fable right now.
Yeah, this is
I need
crazy.
my
most
AI model
likely?
right now. I need my AI model
I
right
am
now.
so gay. I'm so gay, man. I love men.
Oh shit. Oh my
But
god.
what if the cost of
That's crazy.
Fable and Mythos just was
Guys,
so
I need.
expensive
Hey, Anthropic,
that
I need Fable back right
they
now.
just disabled it for everyone? Because if
I
it was
was
so
hating
successful,
Cowork's working.
I
Did you use
think
Fable
that
5 on Cowork?
And
Oh, you
Cowork
can-
is still
oh, okay.
working.
Yeah, go look at it right now.
updated. They're gonna update
I
it.
just
they
tested
figured
it.
out a way to keep it
I know, I
going
tested
in
like my cloud
America
code
that's
was
super
working too, but
like
like it's gonna come out in a bit.
Is that a fucking kid?
yeah.
It takes some time.
Oh yeah, this.
But I still don't understand, bro. Didn't they have like
I
a
just
higher
tried it
level
on
people for
Cowork. It's not
for the
working.
government? Like why
It's
would
not
they
working
You
have
on
gotta
Cowork.
try again. You gotta press the try again
Bro,
button. It
how
was
old are
working.
you, man?
Oh, rest in peace, Fable.
Look at it right now.
Like 100% they did this because it was too expensive.
You
And it
think
was
so?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, something.
Because they would keep it up in the US. It's fully
still
legal
working.
for them to use in the US.
When do you think
Fable
they're
5
gonna
is
use
working.
it?
On Cowork, it's working.
It works
Cowork
on
is
my
When do you
still
think they're
Android.
gonna
working.
give it back?
It works
Yeah.
on Claude Code. Works
Yeah,
on
you just
Claude
have
Code.
to hit try again. Good call.
Yeah, try again. It'll work on Cowork.
Just
It will?
don't update your shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm using it right now.
Wait, it's saying that it's temporarily
Everybody's
unavailable
It's
for me
probably
in chat.
It's probably falling back. It's probably
No,
falling
You gotta
it's
press
saying
try
that's-
again.
Try again?
Yeah.
Probably falling back. It's probably falling back.
No, it's broken still.
Yeah, no, it's temporarily unavailable for me.
Really? For me,
If
it
anyone
says
has
like
an
I'm
IDE,
on Fable
if anyone
5.
has an
Yeah,
IDE, try
it's
it in the
probably
IDE
region
Claude
based.
Code.
I wonder if it's defaulting
This
to 4.8.
this one will redirect to
It's
Office
defaulting
4.8.
back to 4.8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it
it's gone. They're shutting it off at the source. I bet it's all like
Yeah.
they're updating the
All
UIs,
structured
but
first.
yeah, I bet it's just falling back to 4.8.
No more Fable 5. No.
But I
Dude,
think it
I
was
need
just so
I need me
expensive,
Fable
bro,
5
that-
ASAP.
I think it was so
I need an open
expensive.
source model right now.
I think it was just so
Oh my
expensive
God, Leo.
that they shut it off because people were going through their usage so quickly. I just think that it's a model that they were hoping would take off, but then as you see Facebook, Microsoft, all the big tech companies are just saying no, you can't use Fable 5 and you can't use Mythos because it's too expensive. It's costing us way more money than it would be for just
I
a
don't
regular
think that's why
operating
they. I don't think that has anything to do with the
Nah,
U.S.
They-
no,
government.
they-
no,
they
I
could-
don't.
why would they? Here's the thing.
It's
That's too much
definitely
like
Why would they
something
shut it
related
off
to
for
the
the
Trump
US?
administration.
Why would they shut
like
it off for the U.S.?
It has
So you're
to.
telling me
It has to be retaliatory
because they
on
can't
Wednesday
control. Like if
they
if
argued with the
they-
Wait, hold
US
on,
government.
guys.
government
One person
told
at a
them
time.
to
One person at a
not-
time. One person at a time.
And can I
the
go first?
government- the statement that was released says that it is perfectly legal for them to give it
What
to
model are you?
US citizens. They don't have to. They just have to validate that the person says they are from the U.S. when they sign up for the account. I don't think there's any more legal. I mean, I guess maybe there could be. We don't know. This is the first time something like this has happened. But generally, when something like this goes on, it's that the person says they're from the U.S. They give a valid address, and their billing address is from the U.S. as well.
No, they're gonna
If that's
probably
okay.
implement ID verification. Like that's probably what they're doing right now. Like
KYC maybe.
Sure.
they lock.
They already have ID.
access.
I'm down.
verification.
I'm looking
Yeah,
down.
they already have this.
I'll give
So-
them my biological data.
So my point is if it's legal for them to give it to U.S. citizens, and they said we're just shutting down Mythos, they know people in the U.S. They can say Microsoft, you can only have your U.S. employees use Mythos, but they said we're
yeah.
just shutting it down. They like no.
What are you guys talking about
this
ID
is
stuff?
ridiculous.
Can't you just sign up with a Google account? Like you don't even need all that. What?
Well,
Yeah, you don't need
point
all
is,
that.
Is the government?
You don't
the
even
government
need all
said-
that.
The government.
I need it
says-
because someday I get try to buy premium subscription. They are paying for KYC.
Yeah, if you're trying to
If I sign
do
up with
billing,
also
you're
Google.
probably
Okay,
Bro,
well,
the
look at this,
blog
guys,
post
guys. Hold on. So I don't think it's like I don't know. I feel like that's too much of like, it's kind of like, I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think that it literally just comes down, first of all, this is very political. Like obviously, like
Yeah.
either something genuinely bad happened, or this is like some like political stunt. I don't know, like what they're saying in the article. If you look at the article, it's this part here. They literally reference GPT 5.5 in the article. Hold on, let me find it. They literally say, we have reviewed a report that we believe is the basis of the government's directive and validated that the level of capability displayed there is widely available from other models, including OpenAI's GPT 5.5. So pretty much that's what they're saying. I think that yes, it's possible that the model isn't that expensive. Like when you really look at it, this model is less expensive than Opus 4 was and Opus 4.1. Like Opus 4.5 dropped the price, it got cut in a third, but Opus 4 and Opus 4.1, it was literally more expensive than this model. This model, I know people are complaining about it, but in the grand scheme of things, like it's not that expensive. And I don't think it's that. I think it literally is just
know how much Mythos is.
I think it's 25 and 125, but Fable, they're still pulling Fable, right? So
Wall Street Journal
wasn't Trump like 2 months ago suing the Anthropic or something like that?
They had an issue with
the Wall Street Journal article.
Hey, one at a time, guys, please.
They said it's due to model security. That's what the Wall Street Journal is saying.
No, that's bullshit. I can't even ask it to review my fucking code base. Hopefully it'd be security based.
Well, somebody said there was an r/ somebody said that there was an r/ Fable jailbreak or something like that on Reddit. Can anybody find that? Somebody in the YouTube chat or somebody try to find.
Yeah. Someone did.
Can somebody put it in the chat?
Hours.
Yeah, I want to find it. There's some Reddit with the jailbreak that people were referencing. Somebody find it and put it in the chat. Because I want to look at that. Because that's what I saw people referencing that. It's like, you got it? Okay.
I'll give you the X. I got the X.
You got the X? Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll put it in general.
Okay.
Limits just got reset.
Yeah. Right there.
Nice. Yeah, at 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah. Right. I truly think that at least for Mythos, that's already being like so sanctioned and only letting certain companies use it that it is perfectly legal for them to give it to U.S. citizens. It just the statement said non-foreigner, so that tells me that there's something else other than legality going on. Now we don't know what that is. Maybe there was a situation they're trying to be honest, great people, and not trying to break anything. Right? Like that's perfectly like a potential option. We don't know. Yeah. To me, because of money and because they're trying to launch and because, I'm not using Fable for several reasons, mostly because they're just storing all the data for this. Like, you can't touch my code base. That's private. Like, I've been working
But look, they said that the reason that they are having it stored, though, and you take this with a grain of salt, but they literally said, where was it in the article? They said it in the article. It's this right here. This is also why Anthropic has required 30-day retention of customer data with Fable. So it's not storing your data completely. It's a 30-day retention. And then they say a policy change that, this is literally what they're saying. So you're not using Fable, and they reference a policy change that carries real costs with customers. So, for example, you're not using it because of that, so they lost you as a customer.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what allows us to research and mitigate jailbreak. So that's what they're saying is the reason there. I mean, maybe I'm just more inclined to trust what they're saying, honestly. But I just I don't know. This model is so good.
Saying, like, do you trust Google? Do you trust Google? No, I don't trust Google. Do you trust?
You don't trust
Apple?
Google?
Like, no.
Bro, you should not trust any big company.
We cannot trust any big company at all.
Any of these tech companies, if you've been around, Google removed "Don't Be Evil" in 2014. Since then, they've done things that have harmed privacy rights.
Yeah.
They changed to do good, but good is subjective, very subjective. I mean, I guess you could say evil is subjective, but most people understand what evil means. But good is for who's good? Google's good, people's good. Right?
Fable's good. Fable was good.
Hey, I just went and resumed a Fable session, FYI. I just went and
check the status.
Yeah, so I'm on here right now. I went and opened a new terminal and I resumed it, and I went and I checked the model, and then I went and I told it that we were interrupted, and to see where exactly we had left off, etc. And it's coming back, with a full stream, and it's not giving me the message that that Fable is down. Like on my other one, it's still broken, but on my new one, it's not.
It's probably.
But they might just have it redirected to automatically roll back. Who knows? You know what I mean?
My guess is it's redirecting to 4.8.
Yeah, it's redirecting. Dude. They definitely turned it off at the source, dude. That's what I'd say.
Also on the blog post, it says suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States. And then they say,
I don't think
we
they
must
remove it
adopt
from
Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all our customers to ensure compliance. Why are they stating that any foreign national won't be having
Because the
access
US
and saying
government-
every customer?
That's my point.
That makes no sense.
Nigger.
Oh.
Hey guys, block him.
Get
Get him out, man.
Yeah, my point being is that's exactly my point. Why I'm like they can verify identities and verification through single sign-on for Mythos. But if it was just Fable, I would honestly believe their statement a lot more. But because of Mythos, because of the scrutiny that goes on in the background with Mythos usage, it's already verified who can use it, exactly who's using it, where they're using it from.
Can I have my point too?
More. Sure. I mean, poke holes in it.
Yeah. So my point is like Mac is telling that the cost of it is like significantly cheaper than the older models, and even in the US you can verify it. So for me, the reason they're banning it is not really the cost or any political things. It's just the agenda of the AI models business model. So they're trying to make people stick with AI models that when they're trying to remove it from like maybe a days or 2 days, people cannot do anything about it. So just making people so crave of AI, they're not knowing how to do some basic stuff. It's just like something that make you so addictive to it. If you look at the model of how the AI company are making, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to test if people can move on from not using AI or not.
Are you saying this is a push-pull tactic?
People can use AI every single day. There's like a million open source models. That makes no absolute sense.
Yeah, plus I think it'll be worse for them to come out with a lie saying the government told them to do it if the government actually didn't do it.
That makes no sense.
Fuck niggers.
I don't think that's
Yo, Snowflake! Hey, I saw him.
Mute that guy.
Snowflake.
Are you saying it's a push-pull marketing tactic?
That's
Yeah,
what
it's
this other person's saying.
No,
I
you
think
can't
that's
do
less
that.
likely the case. Because even when you do that, the likelihood of someone saying, shoot, I have to do my work, and then going and getting codecs, like, that's going to potentially remove someone from your customer. Like,
Hey, Victor, can you mute yourself?
I muted myself.
Okay, so
Well, isn't it an official government?
I mean, this is
we're not
like,
talking
how would they
about
fake
the
that?
government statement on foreigners, specifically the U.S., because it's legal for them to use it in the U.S.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Wait, but why isn't it just something super simple? Maybe we're overestimating them a little bit. I feel like it's just most likely that there was some jailbreak, and then you know how politics goes. It probably got exaggerated, and then
100%,
it's just for that reason. Like I don't think there's anything deeper. It's probably just that.
Fable 5, but not Mythos. That makes sense for Fable 5, but not Mythos.
Yeah, this is Occam's razor.
Wait,
You gotta apply Occam's razor to this.
What do you mean?
Are we
what do you mean by that? Wait, hold on. What's that?
Simplest explanation is the best. He's saying.
Occam's razor. It's the simplest explanation among competing hypotheses. It's the one that takes over. If you have so many ideas, you can get lost in that entire transition of trying to figure out what the problem is, and it's usually the simplest one.
So what do you think is the simplest one?
I agree with you. I don't think Anthropic's being malicious. I don't think they're trying to market anything here. I think the government probably got something from maybe a competing company, and they said, "Hey, look, we broke this. You should shut them down or close them down for now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Hey,
the
but if
only
that's the
defensible
case-
position, right? They've had this model for weeks to test now, so they're aware of what it could do.
Yeah, I think it'll be back by Monday. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. So like this one here.
Probably not even Monday. Probably tomorrow.
You think tomorrow? We'll see. I mean, this is
Yeah,
what it is here.
yeah.
Anthropic is saying that the basis of the government's claim to suspend Claude Fable. I'm gonna drop this in the YouTube chat. Go look at this. So they're basically this is the biggest part, the most critical part of the report, in my opinion. They're literally saying, "Hey, somebody mute somebody's mic. Who's that? Somebody just got their mic on.
Skater.
It's in one of the mods.
Skater. Skater, I think it is.
Skater, yeah.
Hold on, Bleed. Wait, Bleed. Where are you at? Here, I'm gonna give you a voice mod.
Can you give me voice mod? I'll mute these people.
Yeah.
Guys, I hate niggers.
Yo, Matt. Hit stain. I'll get them.
Alright, thank you.
Yo, Bonham, I actually pinged them too. Hey, also, if it is blocked just because of jailbreaks, why isn't it blocked also by Opus 4.8?
Yo, make a stage channel. Make a stage channel so people.
Oh wait,
we can
yeah,
actually
that
hear
was-
people.
Most likely, yeah.
Wait, why wasn't Opus 4.8 blocked?
Yeah, because it's the same shit. There has been jailbreaks for every single Opus model by the same person, and they decide to just block Fable 5. Opus is just as capable as Fable 5. It's just
Nowhere
like Fable
near.
5 is so much better.
Well, it's with the
Open Cloud creators tweet on this.
Okay, that was.
Wait. I'm an hour late. Can somebody tell me like what the heck's going on? Like
Fable
in brief?
5 just got suspended and completely removed. We don't have access. Nobody has access to it anymore.
That's
It just got
crazy.
pulled by the
Did they
U.S.
say why?
government. The U.S. government is saying basically that. Yeah, they're saying that hey, they just requested that Anthropic suspend it because of security reasons. And Anthropic is saying the biggest thing in this report, in my opinion, is that they're saying that hey, we've reviewed the report and are saying that the report shows that the level of capability displayed is widely available from other models as well. So this is likely political, and but right now, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen.
Their statement wasn't
There
that
was
they had to shut it
a
down.
news.
It was specifically for foreign nations to shut it down. They are perfectly. The government says it's okay for you to keep this going in the U.S. We trust our citizens. It's
Oh,
purely
really?
foreigners that they're not.
What?
Yes, go look at the statement. It's
Check-
the foreign.
check Peter's-
They can't serve.
Check OpenClaws creator tweet on this subject.
So can people in the U.S. still use it? You're saying?
No,
that's the
not can use it. Nobody can use it.
Yeah, it's literally completely gone. I think they turned it
Yeah,
off. the
because
iPad.
they can't verify.
They can't turn it off just for foreigners.
But they can. They can.
It's
Is that even
convenient,
legal
it's
for them to do
expensive.
that
It's
though?
verifiable.
That was
5
really
is.
expensive.
Mythos 5 is verifiable because it's only been given to certain companies that are U.S. companies, and they know the users, and they can say, "Is this user a foreign
Like malicious
national
user?
or U.S.?" No, it has to be. If they're a foreign national, it says the U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign national Anthropic employees. So my
interesting.
point is
Dang.
Anthropic said, "Okay, we can verify we can verify all the Mythos people. There's a small list compared to Fable 5, and they
Yeah,
know
true.
exactly because it's single sign-on. Like they can say, all right, John, you're from the United States. Akeem,
How would they
you're
know
not."
that?
Like because the company
Because
knows
they
it.
have
They know you're
access,
not- They know
bro.
if you're a citizen or not.
How would
I
they know
would
if you're a
be
citizen or
very
not?
surprised if the
They
companies
can
were
go-
sharing
they
that
can
information.
say, for instance,
mean,
I work for a contracting
we have
agency.
access to it as well.
When I'm a contractor, right, for a power company, I have to get verified. The power company through the contracting agency verifies that I'm a U.S. citizen because I work with the energy asset. Okay. They can do that for Mythos. It takes like 20 minutes because they just verify, yes, under his employment, he has been certified under I-9 documents that he is a U.S. citizen. His citizenship's been cleared through the I-9 process. Okay, cool. Now you have Mythos access. But Anthropic said, we're not going to give any Mythos access to anyone. We're shutting it down. So that tells me it's something a little bit more than the U.S. directive. It's definitely something else.
Yeah.
Because they can allow and easily verify within a couple hours.
Yeah.
What I find interesting is why Friday at 5 p.m.
Yeah. That's crazy. 5 p.m.
Friday
on a
at
Friday.
5 p.m.
Yeah.
So,
ironically,
what I'm thinking is just like Anthropic had to do previously, where they had to get a judge to sign off. Now they can't get a judge to sign off till at least Monday.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Can't be Saturday.
The government needs to compute for the war.
Nah.
Just a side note.
Interesting take.
Just a question here quickly.
Not that.
Just a quick question. I noticed when they reset it, my weekly limit use was almost max because I've been using nothing but Fable. Since they've reset and disabled Fable, my weekly use has dropped to 0. I'm just curious if that's across the board or if it's just
it happened to me as well.
Yeah, reset, right?
Yeah, mine reset.
Reset
right away.
They ripped the model and then reset.
They were like, "Whoops, guys, sorry."
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think that there's something else going on. Maybe it's political. Maybe it's the models are too expensive and they're not being used. Which you
also have to factor in that if they didn't see this coming, they don't have time to sift through who's a citizen and who's not, which company has what ratio of citizens to not citizens. Their only option might have been just to nuke it for everyone instead of risk it and inherit liability.
Well, I don't get what
they-
you guys. I don't get what you guys mean by like citizens, because anyone can just sign up for Claude and enter in a payment method and just buy a subscription.
And anyone can share accounts, so that that's what I'm saying by verification.
So, like, how are you gonna know that? That's not
so
it.
this is the thing. It is not on Anthropic's duty to determine if someone has hacked an account. They don't have to do that. That's not how the legal process goes. If someone gets into an account illegally, it is not for Anthropic to be like, oh, we have to figure that out. It is when they say who's supposed to access this, it is this person. So when you sign up with a U.S. citizenship, so you say I'm from this or my billing address. Now, maybe because it can't be a foreign national even inside the United States or Anthropic, they probably do have to shut down Fable. Mythos is really easy for them to verify because it's a short list of people.
Yeah, that's the interesting part.
Yeah, for Mythos that makes sense. But isn't it Fable too?
It's Fable and Mythos.
It's everything.
It makes no sense to me.
They're both.
Yeah, so Fable, like, I mean, wouldn't it be still their fault if even just one non-national slipped through the cracks?
As in what way? Like are you talking about that they hack an
Like
account?
if they were, yeah, like if they have an account, for example, with a business account.
Yeah, so if you
an
lie,
organization.
if you're fraud, like you gotta remember, like the blah blah blah. You gotta remember that they don't have to verify fraud. If you lie about these things, like, so if your question is like for Fable 5, it makes sense because it can't be a foreign national, including Anthropic employees. Okay, that makes sense for Fable 5. You're just gonna have to turn that off.
Well, guys, one thing.
Turn it off at first, but you don't have to make a statement.
Guys, one thing to consider though too is the stock market will actually get hammered on Monday because of this. So that is another thing to consider as well.
Anthropic isn't public yet, is it?
No, but this
So
is like
shorting
huge
Anthropic?
news. No, it's not Anthropic specifically, but it's the broad market narrative of, hey, now we just got this incredibly capable AI model, but guess what? Like, I guess the models are getting so good now that the government is going to start blocking them. So that's definitely a consideration to think as well, is the market will react negatively to this.
But they're not so good.
Is this actually even legal? Like, are they actually even allowed to do this?
Yeah,
Well, they're allowed legally, but they just make it super hard for them to do anything about it. So if it is illegal, then it will be fixed.
Well,
but not for
it
when
might
matters.
not be, but you're gonna have to spend years to find out in court.
Well, so Dario posted on Wednesday that he thinks that government officials should have the ability to turn down models. So it's kind of funny that not even 32 hours later they shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but his
Market
own
will
statement
tank, though,
was
because
that.
of this.
Did anyone expect this to
Yeah.
happen? About
Hey,
the
guys, hold on.
stock market, so that people could adjust over the weekend, and so that it wouldn't
Yeah.
crash like during the week,
100%. Yep, that's also
It'd be bad for
that's
the
a really
SpaceX
thought.
IPO. That was today.
Yeah.
Did anyone think that
Because
this would happen?
Anthropic had the
No, I
compute
didn't.
contract with SpaceX, right?
Yep.
And so
Yeah,
if
they're
they
renting out that whole facility down in
Yeah.
Texas.
And so if they can't run Fable on that compute anymore, that'd be bad for SpaceX.
Yeah.
Because they lose a big customer.
Well,
Elon's
no,
got to
that
kiss
contract,
somebody
that,
to make
that
up.
contract is sealed. It's
There's no way that they can
Right,
that
it
they would
won't be
give that.
expanded.
Plus, they
I
probably
think
be
they can.
using
I'm
Mythos,
sure
not
that there's
Fable.
ramifications if
Fable is going to be what most of it's used on, though, because that's the one with the actual compute costs. Mythos is barely used in comparison to Fable.
Their only option is to call the government and ask them how hard do we have to suck for this to turn back on.
Yeah.
Mythos is Fable is just Mythos with a seatbelt. It's the same model with some guardrails.
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly this is worse because that means that people are just gonna, when the open source models get better, the Chinese model, they're just gonna be using all the Chinese models. So it doesn't really make sense from a
But the
U.S.
Chinese
perspective.
models are so far off in capability, especially compared to like
Yeah.
Fable. Like
I
especially
mean,
like
the
Fable
future
now.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, the future if they keep it like banned. That's what I mean.
Well, the hard thing is like
they'll keep
with
this banned.
We're
There's no
all
way.
going to rape
Yeah.
niggas. We're gonna
No,
rape niggas.
the
We're gonna
market
rape niggas. We're
pushback
gonna rape
is going to
niggas.
be
We're
enough.
going to rape niggas. We're gonna rape niggas.
Bro has got that crazy.
Bro, those
Wait,
those
Matthew,
comms are
can
crazy.
we like move this to a stage?
Hey,
We gotta have a we gotta have a
Yeah, Matthew.
5 N-word rule. 5 more than 5 and you're out.
No, it's just one.
What?
I just ban them. Just ban them. Just don't even draw attention to it.
All right, give me
Matthew,
Yeah. Just
I'm
kick them
saying,
out.
like, Matthew, we should just move it to a stage, bro.
That's fair. We can move it to a stage.
And yeah, as I was
Okay.
trying to comment, like if the Chinese models are maybe 4 to 6 months behind, I feel like the problem with this is it's so hard to like estimate model intelligence because you could lock one thing in the way they're trained or you know with the RL, and then like the jump in intelligence might not be like a couple percent. It could be exponential, right? So like we try and say it's a couple months, but they could make a couple changes and then it just jumps up to parity with the Fable model, right? I don't know.
Yeah. Here, let's move it to a stage, guys. Let's move it to a stage. All right, guys, I did just start a stage because there's a bunch of people trolling. Which, if you guys are one of the trolls, like, just shame on you, honestly. All right. All right, just raise your hand if you want to come up. Nexus, come on up. Bleed, come up. Dylan, come up. What's up? What's up?
Yeah, so definitely someone was sitting on the Chinese models, right? If they're 6 months behind, like this is going to become a problem if it truly is like some sort of like someone did something horrendous, right? Or trying to do something horrendous. I mean, we're 6 months away from that, and it's already the problem. The code's already out there. It's already been leaked. It's already available. We already know it's there. It's just a matter of time in regards to that.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, I think the cost of Fable. I know on my end, I have some friends at OpenAI, and they've been talking about how many of their corporate clients have really trimmed down their token allotment because it's just so expensive and they're not getting the value out of it.
Yeah.
For these large code bases.
Yeah.
Very large. So
yeah.
Especially when you can grab I know you did a kind of a video, you grab a MacBook Pro, M5 Max, 128 gigs of RAM on that, or DGX Spark, and put Quinn 3.6 on that, and you can get a pretty good model that is not going to cost the company more than the $6,000 in the energy cost.
But think about this: the difference in capability is so it is not even close.
But the cost, you got to remember, just because it's more capable, you got to remember the cost of these things, including that comes with it. I mean, if humans, one of the big things that we have to take account for is the security risk that always comes with AI, right? You implement this into a large code base. Most companies don't really care about adding more features. Like if you're Facebook or you're, Microsoft or your Google or your Amazon, it's not necessarily adding more features. It's just not getting sued and losing.
Yeah.
Like, or having downtime, right? And getting sued and losing. So they don't really care if they can have more capable models to implement newer products if it's going to increase their chances of getting sued, which we already know that's happening. We've already seen as Amazon and Microsoft have added AI development into the processes, their downtime has started to go up. GitHub, same thing. Right? Everyone's downtime is going up because errors are coming out.
But think about this model though. Think about this model. The capabilities are like anybody that's used this model for the past 3 days knows that this is a massive leap in capability, and I think that's why most people are frustrated is because, hey, if anybody, the people that have been using this model extensively too, I mean, this thing will pretty much one shot any feature that you ask it to do, and
yeah.
Like so,
all of my weekend plans are gone because I'm not going to do it with Opus. I'm going to wait for Fable to come back to do what I want to do this weekend.
Dylan, 100%. Like it's literally not the same. Like what's possible with Opus 4.8 is a completely different set of things than what's possible with Fable. So that's what and that's what people like. If you don't use the models enough, you may not understand that. But if you use the models enough, you'll know that this model is even though it's more expensive, it's 2x the cost. It doesn't matter. Like that 2x the cost, people will pay more because you're taking, like, let's say that you take an engineer, like, yeah, maybe the organizational customers like GitHub or Microsoft, like maybe they're causing more errors in their code, maybe they're spending more money on AI, but especially for people that are like us that are just on these like $200 subscription plans. The capabilities, like, I mean, I've got two. You get 2 of these plans, you get 3 of these plans, you've got unlimited Fable. Like, so that's that's the biggest issue. And now that like to Dylan's point,
no, I agree with you.
I agree with you. It's completely different. Like, I can't go back to Opus 4.8 after touching Fable 5 and be able to do what I wanted to do this weekend.
Yeah.
But what do you guys? But B-Wall, what do you think?
Oh, I was in the process of putting my credit card information in for another plan when I saw your tweet.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
so
what I think is that 4.8 is still good. Like it's more than good enough to actually get your project
good,
done.
But it's not like creative enough.
The difference is obviously there with Fable. It's just like it's not worth it to just wait though. If you need to do things,
I have tasks to do, but I'm not going to have it do the task I want to do.
I just want to offer something anecdotal as evidence here of the bounds and leaps of difference between Mythos and Opus 4.6 and 4.8, right? When they were looking at Firefox to find vulnerabilities inside of Firefox, they had Opus 4.6 do the scan. It found 2 actionable vulnerabilities it could exploit. Mythos found 181 exploits it could operate on within Firefox within half the time. And so the reason why Fable 5 came out with seatbelts on, like Mythos is available, but they're only allowed to certain government organizations, certain corporate companies that have agreements with them. But because Mythos is so powerful, they didn't want to give it to the general public without seatbelts. If someone figured out how to get past those seatbelts, they're dealing with something they could figure out vulnerabilities in most government systems. The point of Fable 5 was allow the government agencies to get up to speed security-wise using Mythos. And once all government security was up to par and they felt safe enough, allow the seatbelts to come off of Fable 5.
I mean, which government security are you talking about? Because most government security is very safe because it's on AS400s and mainframes still. I mean, that was one of the things I found very shocking going into U.S. government work. And the reason for that is because of the security that is already innately within those machines.
Okay.
The, account access required, not being able to find open ports, right? Because it's all a internal network. It's not an open network.
All right, hold up.
Connection has to be authorized.
There's 2 things in what we're talking about in terms of like the difference between Fable and Mythos is that it is a possibility that something really bad actually did happen. Okay, so I see that there's two possibilities. I do think that what Anthropic stated is probably true. Okay, and honestly, Super Combo, I'd be interested to hear what you think about this, because there's two things that could have happened. Okay, Anthropic is saying,
I can tell you in a voice call. I'm not saying it publicly on a live stream.
Okay, well, Anthropic is saying that, hey, we saw the basis of their claim, and the basis of this claim, it wasn't anything that couldn't have been done within a pre-existing model, such as GPT 5.5. So if that's true, then hey, the model, we're gonna probably have access back to this by like Monday, right? But there's also a world where, hey, who was it? It's Pendragon. What he was talking about, hey, the difference between Fable and Mythos is that, hey, if you have Mythos try and find vulnerabilities, you'll find 128 exploits. Hey, something bad could have potentially happened, like truly bad, and somebody could have figured out some sort of jailbreak, and then they could have gotten access, and then they could have gone after like some sort of like big company, and they could have been like, hey, I just found this massive vulnerability in like Apple, and they could have gotten that to some government official, and then they could have shut down. So there's two scenarios, right? There's one where, hey, this is like
Also,
just
let me
political
add in one more
overreaction.
thing.
Yeah.
Anthropic does not know what has happened. They only have a verbal confirmation that something has happened.
Okay. But what do you think this is? We have
trying to-
reviewed a
he's-
report that we believe is the basis of the government's directive.
Okay, yeah, scroll up
Yeah.
on your screen, right? You see, to date, the government has only given us a verbal evidence of a
Yeah.
potential.
Okay. Narrow.
They haven't given out, this is what we've done, this is what we see, this is what we have.
But isn't this kind of strange that all the government contracts with OpenAI and they're not shut down? As they mentioned, even in their own messaging, that GPT 5.5 could have done what they verbally have been expressed in the report.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I think there is something to be said there that if their claim is whatever happened, the supposed leak is something that can be done on other comparable models or potentially even open source models, maybe like Kimi 2.7 potentially. I think there'd be a much broader shutdown. You can't use this, but it's only on the ones that. It's only on Anthropic, who has not bent the knee to the U.S. government.
I feel like Mythos is so much more powerful than 5.5, personally.
Oh,
Yes, do we really think that OpenAI doesn't have another model that they're also providing? Like, I'm sure they have other models that.
If OpenAI has a Mythos-sized model and releases it, they're gonna get hammered even harder than Anthropic would.
You think so?
I just think this is
government
you could think of it. Anthropic been publicly announcing for the last 2 months they are tightening safeguards. We have no evidence of OpenAI doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I have a friend that's on their security team at OpenAI. They just don't release. They don't talk about it because obscurity is security.
They are doing base security normal day to day, or are they intentionally securing safeguards for a specific model?
They're doing safeguards on specific models, on top of their internal models as well as their external.
I mean, I triggered a cybersecurity alert so many times with Fable. I've never hit that with 5.5 ever.
Wait,
Fable refused to send to a text from me.
I said I always hit the cybersecurity alert from Fable 5 saying, hey, detected something, try using 4.8. I've never received that with 5.5.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean,
it's very hard to hit it with 5.5. Like, seriously,
I mean, you're just not even gonna hit it. I've never hit I don't think I've ever hit a GPT 5.5 safeguard before. Not a single time. Like, I didn't even know that there were any.
Yeah, me too.
It only happens if you try to get it to bypass things that you. Bro, the prompt engineering I've been doing is crazy. It's just like,
bro, to be honest,
I do.
all of the Anthropic models are getting jailbroken from the same guy for every single model, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. But I have never seen a global, universal working jailbreak for GPT models for a long time.
There's a reason for that.
Yes, definitely.
I'm
Also,
just saying, there's a
Mythos
reason
5
for
is
it.
closed for like companies too, because they said all of the customers, and if all of the customers, they mean businesses too. Nobody has access to Mythos 5 right now. Not even the companies that were allowed on Project Glasswing.
Yeah, that's been my biggest thing is Project Glasswing.
Yeah, it has been running for like
do we
weeks
have
now.
do we have confirmation on Project Glasswing from anyone? I have a feeling the list of people that are allowed to use it is pretty small. Like, I don't think it's just like, oh, just because Microsoft has access, that every employee of Microsoft can use it.
Yeah, it's definitely the higher up staff.
This
is literally going to tank the stock market,
specific
guys.
team.
If this isn't
definitely.
resolved by Monday, it's going to absolutely tank the stock market. Like you're talking like 2 or
I
3% at least, dude. Because
it might do even more.
Yeah.
Because why would you invest in American AI labs when the government can just shut down their model to 90% of the world, losing 90% of income? Because now any future model could just be shut off from the world. So I'm assuming that what's coming is Google, OpenAI, XAI, and Anthropic are going to be required to have gated models based on nationality and location of where the terminal is being run. So I think
that was
gonna be my question.
Open source,
because it's like what? Yeah, but open models will never beat it because of the money that is put into the American models.
You don't think
that's the downside?
The Chinese government isn't pouring infinite
They're
money?
but it's not the governments though. Those are they're the Chinese models are all like private owned companies from the Chinese government. Like
50% by the Chinese government though, because they're
every company in China is owned by
They're pouring money in.
But they're really not, because the biggest thing is they don't have the researchers that America has. That's a big problem.
They might be pouring money in, but if you use DeepSeek, at the beginning of the year, DeepSeek was like taking over. They're over every single newspaper. Every newspaper said DeepSeek's taking over the world. It's gonna take out ChatGPT, and then push comes to shove, it did nothing.
Argument that Mythos. How do you guys think this is going to affect the residential access to the high-end models going forward? Like for all of us, like that's my concern about it.
I think I think that it's time to have a Spark in your house. I mean, even if you have Gemma for 20 tokens a second, it's better than nothing. Like I think that's because I don't want to go back to coding manually. That is a waste of time and a waste of money.
I did that for 15 years. I don't know. It might be.
If AI models get pulled from me, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't bought your 4 Sparks yet, you need to buy them right now. This is the day.
I wouldn't, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I don't think we're gonna get there to where we'll have even an Opus 4.7 at home.
No, that we can't. Well, I think that we will get to that point though. If you like, I think we will get to that point. Like
6 months.
Well, eventually.
What about
think about guys.
Hold
up.
In a year.
Think about this. The Chinese models, I think that we're going to get access restored sooner than you think. I think that there's no way that the American government can realistically just block an AI model because, number one, the stock market on Monday will tank because of this. If it's not unblocked by Monday, the stock market will tank. Maybe they and then mass attention is going to be drawn to it. Number two is, hey, if American government is going to block American AI lab models, then China is not going to block it, and China is going to pull ahead. Like China is not going to be concerned about like safety safeguards in order to like pull ahead of the U.S. So if the American government thinks that they can just block the model, like those are two things I'm just like, there's just no way that they can like sustain like, oh, we're just going to block your model. Like that just seems crazy to me. I don't know. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. Obviously, this is a first. But I just don't see how we don't get access restored by Monday. Like we'll see. They said in
I don't think we get global access back. I think we get American access, whether that be turning in your passport. But I don't think we get global access
by Monday though.
You think that's
they build an entire system to
to
verify
your account?
They're probably doing it right now. They're probably doing it right now.
ID verification.
Yeah. Especially if they're trying to IPO. That's my guess.
Application's only gonna work on one account.
So about
Probably using Fable to build it.
I don't think they should build one day to Monday.
Do you guys
They
think that's a
should
net
just take
positive
after-
for the US?
No, because we lose so much money. We
Yeah,
lose so much
right.
money. We have so many
We lose
Europeans
money
that have
for
20 to
everyone
30 accounts. It's
Yeah.
just because AI could be used anywhere. You could still be a US citizen living in Bali for
We
cheap.
get a lot of compute, I guess, back, but yeah, I guess they lose a lot of customers.
IDs there. Threat actors get easily. IDs.
Leon, your voice is not like good enough, I could say.
Yeah, I do think this whole issue is just a matter of compliance in the arms race of AI. So once they can become compliant with the government's request, then yeah, I think it is going to blow over a lot sooner.
Is it better
than
now?
people expect.
Yes.
And I'm not very worried about it.
Yeah.
Give it the weekend. Let's see what happens Monday. We'll probably get a press report from the White House themselves, and we'll see what they have to say about it.
Yep. And they did say that we'll share more details over the next 24 hours. So I think that we'll just have to wait and see on this one. I'm with you, B-Wall. I think that this will blow over. I don't see how it's possible that they can just all of a sudden start, like, literally just changing their tune and all of a sudden stop an AI model, which we'll just have to see what they say tomorrow, honestly. So I'm gonna end the stream, guys, because I only wanted to be live for about like an hour to cover this. But I feel like we just are gonna have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. But a lot of speculation. But appreciate you guys for jumping on. A lot of conversation going on. So thanks for the thoughts and everything, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.